Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 13. Hello beautiful family, a very warm welcome back to the Lovystouch channel. Thank you so very much for coming back. When it comes to all things Ghana, I'm very patriotic, but when it comes to jollof rice, I love Ghanaian jollof. But you know what? The Senegalese jollof rice, it hits different. Especially when it has this Ghanaian touch to it. It is absolutely incredible. I present to you the perfect jollof rice recipe. Let's get into it. So as usual, I will list each and every ingredient below in the description box. It comes with the right quantity as well. Mostly in this recipe, fish is used as protein, but I'm going with chicken today because it's very popular among the Ghanaians and the West Africans in general. I have also made using fish in another video, which I'm going to link it right here. So to begin with, I'm going ahead to rinse and clean my chicken very well. I'm using a full chicken and I'm going to divide them into 2 equal parts. So once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and prep for my seasoning, which is very important in this recipe. So I'm using some garlic, ginger, aniseed, rosemary, 2 cloves, and I'm also going to add some parsley, green chilies. I'm going to go ahead and use my mortar and pestle to just grind everything very, very nicely. To that, I'm going to add some all-purpose chicken seasoning, some paprika powder, and a bit of lime juice, and I'll also add a little tiny bit of coarse salt. So our marinade is beautifully done, and now it's time for us to marinate our chicken and make sure we put it aside for just about 10 to 20 minutes before we start to, shallow fry them a little bit, just so that they have nice, beautiful brown color on it. It's absolutely going to be great once that is done. I also added some habanero pepper. This marinade is going to be used for my base for the jollof, so it's important that we have a bit of kick to it. So I added 1 habanero pepper. If you want more pepper, go ahead and do so here. Okay, so no blending here. It's very, very nice to use my mortar and pestle. Just a little bit of exercise and we're good to go. Let's take care of the chicken properly. I'm going to add a little bit of oil in my frying pan and just shallow fry these gorgeous baby. Turn them around. At least fry each one of them for 10 minutes on each side until it gets this beautiful brown color. See that juice is coming out? Amazing. We want that. So repeat until you're done with all the chicken pieces that you choose to use. Okay, so I will stand here. So let's start by making our stew. We want lots and lots of onions, so I'm going to go ahead and chop medium-sized yellow onions. I'm going to chop them like so, and we will start by making our stew very, very soon. You see that oil that we used to shallow fry our chicken, please do not discard it. We're going to add a little bit of oil to it and add our chopped onions, saute them until they're very nice and caramelized. One important ingredient that you do not have to omit in your Senegalese jollof is your cured fish or momone. Yes, it is very, very important. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. Not have your cured fish or fermented fish. Go ahead and use some lucos bean. That is the dawa dawa. It's perfect in this recipe as well. So here goes my tomato paste and chopped canned tomatoes. Just so you know, I made a big batch of this jollof. This jollof needs very, very tiny bit of tomatoes. Okay, you do not have to bombard it with lots of tomatoes, so just a little bit. Stir all these ingredients together, allow it to simmer for just about 5 minutes, and then go in with my grounded ingredients as well, a little bit more water, and allow this to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. And oh boy, the aroma in here is so amazing. Go in with extra seasoning of choice. I went in with some chicken bouillon and some bay leaves, and that's all. I'm going to fill this pan with a little bit more water, and I used about a liter of water. And then I'm now going to add some salt, and you all know the chicken was not perfectly cooked yet, so I'm now going to infuse the whole chicken here and allow everything to cook together, just so that I have the broth in the stew, I have everything going on in the stew, and it's amazing. I think that is what makes this jollof rice extra special. Go in with lots of vegetables. I chose some mushrooms, some zucchini, a touch of okra as well. It's very important to them, so I just wanted to make sure I have it in there. I allow this to cook. Oh my goodness, the aroma is crazily insane. I allow this to cook for about 20 minutes on a low to medium heat, and then removed all the chicken and all the amazing vegetables. They're so greatly cooked and very nice and tender in there. I'm going to set that aside, season it with a little bit more salt, and I'm going to now add my rice. Now this is why I said it was a bit Ghanaian infusion in here, because mainly this rice is being cooked with a broken rice. As a Ghanaian, cooking your jollof with broken rice kind of feel like you're eating couscous. So I wanted to make sure I'm not going to feel that anymore. So I added a bit of our long grain jasmine rice as well. Those two rice together was just incredibly amazing. It turned out so good. So go ahead and cook it until it loses all the liquids and the broth and the stock, everything in here. And I cooked this for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to nicely stir it around, and I'm going to cover it with a parchment paper. Allow this to cook again for the next 15 minutes, and voila, before you say Jack, the jollof is ready and it's looking so good, so amazing. It's time for me to now plate it, and we're just going to dive into this. And it was just the perfect jollof rice recipe ever. It was so good, and lately that's how we've been enjoying our jollof in this house. It is no fail. It is absolutely great to have. The flavors are insanely delicious. Like that, you've made your jollof very delicious, but it wasn't as time consuming as our main Ghanaian jollof would, and the stew will not splatter everywhere. I mean, it's so time friendly, and I'm just so in love with this way of cooking jollof lately, and we've been enjoying this over and over again. Miss you, family. Once you try this, you're going to be a believer, and definitely you're going to be making your jollof this way over and over again. So there you have it, family. This brings us to the end. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe and you're going to give it a try. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching once again, and as always, know that you are so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day.